Welcome to this video about approaches for ontology evaluation. My name is Maria Poveda and the aim of this video is to understand the different goals and dimensions on which one can evaluate an ontology. First, we are going to see some of the most common goals pursued when evaluating ontologies. For example, one goal is the domain coverage of the ontology, that is, checking to which extent the ontology builds cover the considered domain of interest. Another goal might be to check the general quality of the ontology, for example, whether the ontology development process complies with ontology modeling best practices, or whether is the ontology modeled correctly. Another goal for ontology evaluation can be based on the suitability of the ontology for a given task, that is, to measure to which extent the ontology is fit for use in a specific application. Finally, one can be interested in the adoption and use of a given ontology. The ontology evaluation activity is responsible for checking the technical quality of the ontology against a frame of reference. Next, we are going to review main approaches that are usually for ontology evaluation according to the different frames of reference used for such activity. Gold standard approach. In this case, the frame of reference used is defined as a reference ontology or some type of structured resource. For example, a thesaurus or an existing classification. This approach is often used to assess the domain coverage of the ontology. Application-based approach. In this case, the framework is the ideal data or results that an application should return when querying the ontology considered perfect for the application at hand. This frame of reference is characteristic for assessing the suitability of ontologies for a given application or task. Database approach. The framework is a set of unstructured or informal data, for example tests, which represent the domain to be modeled. Similar to the way structured representation used as benchmark, data collection are also mostly used to support assessment of the coverage domain. Expert-based approach. The framework is defined by human trials that measure the characteristics of the ontology that are not recognizable by machines. Humans can relatively easily access various ontology quality characteristics that are not amenable to automated processing. Evaluation by humans also help assess the level of adoption and use of ontologies. A structure-based approach. The frame of reference is defined by the minimum or maximum possible values of the topology evaluation metrics. Topology metrics automatically can be used to assess ontology quality features as well as adoption and use features. Remember that there are other methods and approaches like those based on methodologies or languages. However, the most common use have been reviewed in this video. For example, in order to check the domain coverage, the gold standard and database frames are the reference normally used. For checking the quality characteristic, the common frames of reference are the expert assessment and the ontology structure-based assessment. For the task suitability, the frame of reference is the application in which the ontology will be used. Finally, for measuring the adoption and use of an ontology, the expert assessment and the ontology structure-based assessment are commonly used. Finally, it is recommended to check the complementary material available in the system.